Yo people, welcome back to Ron's Tech Hub, and today I have something I never thought I would actually have. A device I was never interested in buying. I found the device interesting, but for me to buy one, it was never a thing I was interested in. I have here with me a Steam Deck. That's a 512 gigabyte Steam Deck in this box. I'm going to do a quick unboxing of it. I'm going to log in, I'm going to turn it on, I'm going to install one or two games and see what it's actually like. Let's get cracking. Let me just open that. As you open the box, what you're greeted with is this blue and white thing that just gives you an overlay of the Steam Deck, tells you where the power is, so on and so forth. Not very important, but nice to see, right? I do think, actually, let me go back to this. I think what companies need to do moving forward is reduce a lot of the paperwork that they have inside the boxes. And I've seen a few companies do it in the past where they simply have maybe a QR code here. So as soon as you open the box, you'd have a QR code here. You scan it and you can maybe choose a document you want. So maybe it takes you to their website where it has all the documentation there. That would be quite good in my opinion. So let me put this to one side. I'm going to leave the Steam Deck till last. It has been opened already, not by me though. I think I brought it to CEX to try and sell it, but then I changed my mind. Here we have the USB-C power cable, well, power plug and cable. So there we go. Nothing special, but I like the make of this. Quite hefty. You cannot detach the cable, so do keep that in mind. It's not detachable. And I do get the the UK plug here. Next we have the Steam Deck. So the Steam Deck comes in this thing here. Let me move the box away. This is what it looks like. This is the box it comes in. Your games are going places. I mean, it's a portable device, so that makes perfect sense. It's made by Valve. You have the contents on this side designed by, yeah, so pretty nice, I guess. But what I do like about the Steam Deck is that you have this bag pouch type thing, carrying case. It's a hard case as well. So even if it does get squeezed a bit, you're gonna be all right. Just the logo on the front, handle at the top. This, I'm not sure what this is. Let's see. This is, I'm guessing, a portable charger section that you could have. It seems to be, I have no idea what this is, to be fair. So I'm just gonna leave that in there for now. And there's nothing else on here that's noteworthy, so I'm just gonna move on. Let me unzip this. Here we have the Steam Deck in the bag. So let's fly this open. There we have it. So let's quickly go around the Steam Deck. So on the front, if I can bring that a bit closer, we have touchpad area here, the Steam button, we have the analog stick, we have the D-pad, we have the app switcher thing here. Now on the right side, we have more or less the same thing, touch area, menu, stroke options, stroke more button, analog, I think that's menu as well actually. So we have the 3-line menu button, the 3-dot menu button, I'm guessing. We have A, X, Y, and B. I believe this is the Xbox layout, which I do really like. I prefer the Xbox layout to the PlayStation one, just because that's the one I've used a lot. At the very top, we have the power button. We have power over here, USB-C. We have the vent for extraction. We have headphone jack. We have volume up. We have volume down. We have L1, L2, just like the PlayStation. We have R1 and R2, just like the PlayStation again. But at the back is where we have a few extra buttons. So we have these buttons here. I'm guessing they're programmable. I mean, they should be really, because it's like no games or no controllers have 4 trigger buttons. So them being programmable macro buttons would make sense. At the bottom, we have the micro SD card slot. And obviously up front, we have that wonderful, wonderful display. Because this is the 512 gigabyte version, this actually comes with the anti-glare screen. So the screen resolution is more or less the same, 1280 by 800-ish. Same resolution, but it's going to be anti-glare instead. So it's going to be slightly better than the previous ones. Now, there was a video recently released by Linus Tech Tips that actually showed you how to load Nintendo Switch games on here. And they looked like they were loading pretty decent. So you could technically have one device that does your PC gaming. Obviously you have your PlayStation games being ported over as well. So you have a portable PlayStation, plus you have your Xbox Game Pass games that you can stream on here, because you could use a web browser, right? And everything should map more or less the same. And then you have your Nintendo Switch games as well being ported over. So this device could be the powerhouse of the future, or these kinds of devices could be gaming powerhouses of the future in terms of just how much they can do. So let me turn this on and let's see what is what. I've never turned it on before. So let's press the power button, I'm guessing. Don't see any lights coming on. Oh, there we go. I do like the feel of this. What I wish they did have is more rubberized areas on each end, so it doesn't feel a bit slippy. I mean, I have sweaty hands sometimes, so having the rubberized thing might be uncomfortable for sweaty hands, but at least I'm gonna have the grip. Steam Deck powered on, and I believe it's cycling through the different animations for each language, but I only speak English, so obviously I'm gonna stick with English. So let's go to that. Where am I? I am in London, so let's see if I can find that. I can never remember where it is. Let me just keep scrolling, looking for it. There we go. Greenwich Mean Time, that's what we need for London. Go A. Found my Wi-Fi already. I believe this is touchscreen as well, actually, so let's try that. Yep, that works perfectly fine. So I can either type on screen here, which might be more convenient, or I could simply use the analog stick or the D-pad. So let me just go ahead and type. I might blur this out, don't want you guys grabbing my password. Again, as I said, it wasn't really my thing, but I decided, let me just grab one. I got it, a friend of mine actually wants it, so I'm not going to keep it regardless, but I do, now that I have one in my hand for myself, it's kind of falling on me. I'm kind of liking it. So let's see what is downloaded now. 1 minute installing update. What is it installing? Let's just let that run for a minute. Not a bad looking device. That anti-glare, I don't know how much anti-glaring is going on there, but it's better than other devices I've seen. So that update time just got extended to 3 minutes and 35 seconds. My internet is quite rubbish, as you can see. It's only downloaded at 7 megabytes per second. That's rubbish, right? It's normally about 12/13, and even that's not great. So yeah, poor people problems, right? Slow internet. But I'll be right back when this finishes, and I'll try to show what it's actually installing if it does give me another prompt or anything. So this has a 512GB SSD. However, my friend and I, Tech Jammer, we actually swapped out an SSD from another model, and it seems to be working perfectly fine for him. So that's something you might want to consider if this is going to be your main machine moving forward. Because remember, as I said before, Xbox Game Pass games, which you can stream in a browser, so you won't really need storage. The PlayStation games being ported over, the typical PC games that are on Steam, so the Nintendo Switch games that you might be able to get, the general emulators that you can get on Linux. That is the Steam Deck booting up for the first time, doing the updates, and this is what it is. Finally logged into the Steam Deck. It took ages for me to sort my account out. The touchscreen is a bit fiddly for me, but again, I do have really big fingers, so that might be why. So far, so good. I do like the sounds I'm getting from this. So let me just play the sounds. For some reason, I like that one the most, this one. But in any case, I have on my, let me turn the volume down. So what do I have? I have The Witcher, the original one. I have Just Cause 2. That game was amazing. Loved it. Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Grand Theft Auto 3. GTA 4. San Andreas. Why do I have two of them? I'm not entirely sure. That's fine. Got Vice City again, another one. Okay. GTA 3 again. GTA 2. And the original Grand Theft Auto. Here I've got, I don't know what this one is actually. Let's click on that. This Bulletstorm, this game is good. I really like this game. Came out a while back, but quite a fun game. And this one is Blur Racing Game. Okay, so the yellow exclamation just means that Steam Deck compatible, and that means it's playable. So I'm going to go ahead and download this onto my Steam Deck. Install 4.68 gigabytes. The last update, well, the last time I played it was January 2022 of 2012. It's a long time ago. Some functionality is not accessible. Okay, let's still go ahead and install that. This is going to take a long time. So let me just accept this. My internet is very slow, so this is going to take a while. In the meantime, why is it not installing? What's going on? Is it somewhere else? Is it in my downloads? Okay, let's see if I can figure this out. This is the very first time I'm doing this, so let's see if I can figure out what is happening. Ah, here we go. I saw that moving. So this is your downloads area. Where is it? Proton 7. Oh, quite a few updates to get. Alright, what's going first? Linux Runtime Soldier. So I'm guessing it's going to do all the system updates first, and then it installs the game very last, which is fine. So I'm going to let this run. This is the main homepage. So when you log into Steam, this is what you see. This is what you get. You can scroll on and see the trending stuff, special offers, just the typical Steam thing. But I do like the way the interface, it feels like it's really been tailored to this device. We even have Halo here, and Halo MCC Master Chief Collection. So if you press B or back on the controller, what's going to happen is going to open that side menu to the left, and you can see everything here. So this is the Steam Deck menu, I'm guessing. So we have home, you have library, which is where I was. I have all my games here. It says great on Steam Deck from my library. These are all my games, the games that are installed or installing, and non-Steam games. I'm going to skip this for now. That's fine. Let me go back. Go back again. I've got store. So the Steam store, obviously, this is where you can buy whatever you want. I haven't actually bought anything from Steam in years. But as you can see, look, we have God of War compatible on a Steam Deck. So really and truly, this is probably the best gaming machine for someone who likes to play multiple consoles. This is going to cost you, let's say, the 512GB version is roughly 500 and something pounds. Let's just say 550, right? You get to play your Xbox games via the browser. You get to play your Steam Deck games via Steam. You get to play your PlayStation games as well, because many of those PlayStation games are coming over to the Steam Deck. This is God of War, one of the biggest, best games PlayStation has ever done. And I'm assuming they're going to do the same thing for God of War Ragnarok, but maybe at a later date. They released that walking simulator made by that Death Stranding. That's it. They released Death Stranding for this, not the Nintendo Switch. I keep making that mistake. They released Death Stranding for the Steam Deck roughly a year after it came out on PS4, PS5. So I'm assuming they're going to do something similar for this one as well. So the store, there's no point in me going over the store. I think anyone who knows Steam knows the store quite well. They have very good deals sometimes. But I think the best addition to the Steam store, or just to PC gaming in general, is the PlayStation lineup, is the Xbox Game Pass lineup. Let me go back. Friends and chat. I don't think I even use this. Okay, I haven't used this in like a decade. So let me just go back. There's probably nothing there. From there, we have media. I've got no media on this device yet. I'm wondering, actually, I wonder if they'll allow me to do screen recording while I'm playing a game and maybe save it to the memory card instead of the internal storage, if that's going to be a bottleneck for it. Memory card's over here, actually. That could be quite useful, because I think that's a feature that this console, this portable device, would really benefit from, being able to screen record this stuff. I mean, if you're a YouTuber, a gamer that wants to share something with someone, this is essentially a PC. So if you screen recorded it, you could probably install some cheap, low-weight video editor on here that's compatible with Linux, because remember, this is Linux. This is a full Linux experience. If I plug it into my monitors, it will give me the desktop experience, which I might show later on, actually, because I do have quite a decent dock. Let me go back again. From here, we have downloads. We know what's in there. That's going to be Grand Theft Auto. That's going to take a while. Oh, 2 minutes is not too bad, actually. So let me just leave that. And from there again, we have settings. Let's see what's in settings. All right, so we have general, typical stuff, 24-hour clock. That's fine. System. I already did my system updates. OS update channel. I might actually change this to beta, because that means I get the newer features. But stable is quite good if you just want to quickly jump in and do things. I might do beta at some point. I'll leave it there. Security, nothing set up yet. Internet. Yep, that's my Wi-Fi there. Virgin Media, nothing special. Notifications. Display. Ooh, brightness is almost at maximum level. All right. Okay, I could bring this down to about here and be comfortable, I think. We have night mode tint, which gives you that yellow huey color, which is like natural sunlight. So it's good to have. Very fully featured, but very console-like experience in a handheld PC. So I can understand why people really like this device. I can understand that semi-niche market that would go crazy for this. Not entirely for me, but so far I respect it, is what I can say. I really respect it. Let's go to audio. And again, I did show earlier I could plug my headphone jack in here. I've got Bluetooth as well, so I can connect Bluetooth devices, speakers, headsets, maybe mice and keyboards as well. I can connect a controller. So you already have the Steam controller, but I could probably maybe link my Xbox controller. So I might do that later on as well, or even my PS5 controller. So I'm going to try those in my next video. So this is, again, is just the initial impressions, opening, unboxing But at some point, I might try both of those. It's quite cool actually to be able to have a handheld, because you might want to dock this to your TV and play using a different controller. And it having Bluetooth means that I can connect my PS5 controller or my Xbox controller and play. I think the only worry for me in terms of Steam Deck is the cooling situation it has going on. I haven't heard any issues, to be honest. I haven't checked many issues about the Steam Deck, but if cooling is adequate, I can see this device, when supply issues are sorted out, being a hell of a device for most people. Again, you have a portable PC for your games. Okay, download's finished. Let's click on that. Can I go to it? Steamworks. Oh, that's just an update for Steamworks. So let me go back up. How far is that? Okay, still quite a way to go. Okay, so let me go back to, oh, and last after settings, we have power. Power is the last option. Controller, keyboard, friends, chat, cloud, family, remote, storage, home, library again. Let me go back and let me go up to downloads. Where's downloads? Downloads is gone. I wonder if everything is already updated. So let me go back on here. Let me go to downloads, and yeah, it's all finished. Yep, clear all. Let's see if it's all done. Yeah, everything's ready to go. All right, so it's now time to actually test the Steam Deck to see how well it plays Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Now, it did say it's compatible, but something being compatible doesn't mean it's going to run one-to-one. Like God of War looks like it's going to be better because it had the green tick, whereas this has an orange tick, I believe.